Welcome to the Blue Reef Aquarium. My name's Robbie. I work here at the aquarium looking after all the animals you're going to be seeing today. Another person who works here, his name's Darren. He's just up there at the surface. You should be able to see him up there. He's going to be feeding these guys for the next few minutes while I tell you a little bit about this tank and a little bit about all the animals that are in here. So for lunch today, the creatures in this tank are being fed a mixture of 3 types of shrimp, 2 types of krill, some chopped cockles. They're also getting some dried seaweed flake, which is called nori, and I think they've also got some squid tentacles in there as well. It originally was a sea life centre. Blue Reef as a company bought it out about 8 years ago. Completely gutted the place. Spent quite a bit of money on redoing everything, retheming all the tanks. They put in a brand new tunnel display, was the first thing we put in, and then obviously stocked in that. They also put the otter enclosure in at the same time. And then new displays have come up every year. The first change was the new frog exhibit, which we put in a few years ago, and then it was the reptiles. So we try and put a new exhibit in each year. Last year we had the giant Pacific octopus exhibit, and we also had this large play area at the back here. This was all built last summer, a new kids play area with water fountains and various things like that going on out here. It's especially popular through the summer months for kids to run around when it's nice and warm. It's nice and safe, it's all fenced in so the kids can't get too far away from mum and dad. We had an octopus brought into us. It's a little common octopus that was brought in about 2 weeks ago now by a local fisherman. He caught it out just in the Solent. They do come into our waters during the summer, but during the winter it's quite rare for them to be seen around this area, so he brought those in. Some of the animals, like I said, captive bred, some we breed here. The plans for them, if we're looking to get a new animal, then we make sure we have in place for it to make sure that we can look after it for life. If we can't look after it for life, then we make sure that we have a plan of where it can go in the future. The main problem would be something if we say got a little baby shark in and then we knew it was going to get too big. If that was the case, then we would know where it was going to go once it got to a certain size so it could live out the rest of its life somewhere else. The biggest attraction definitely is the otters, closely followed by the sharks. My personal favourite, or I don't really have a personal favourite. I quite like the otters. They are quite fun to work with. Every feeding time at 2 o'clock they constantly want their food, so yeah, they're pretty normal behaviour for them today. It's a mixture, mainly freshwater crayfish, rodents. They do get birds, chickens, quails, and they also get a little bit of vegetable stuffs like sweet corn. They also get peanuts as well, so it's a big long list of food. To start with, it's a bit of shock, but then once you explain to them, you know, that that's what they'd eat in the wild, then they generally understand that they need to eat that sort of thing. So yeah, after you've explained it to them, they don't mind. Going in with the otters, there's 2 of us that can go in by ourselves. The other 2 people that work here have to come in with us. Equipment wise, we have to wear steel toe cap boots. The otters do have very strong teeth, very powerful jaws, and they'll just bite through any other footwear that we can wear. So yeah, mainly the steel toe cap boots is the main one. Depending on what day it is, there'd be somebody's job for the day to go around and feed the fish. Then once a week most of the reptiles get fed. Then the otters are fed 3 times a day. So it does depend on which display it is. The larger fish, they get fed 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. So that's for like the larger sharks, the larger rays. Then all the other smaller fish are fed pretty much every day. We have lots of themed events coming up. We have things like pirate weekends, where majority of us dress up like pirates for the weekend, have lots of pirate displays and things. Shark weekend, where basically the whole aquarium is dedicated to sharks for the weekend. Lots of talks, presentations about sharks. We have otters. During the summer holidays is a big thing. We have family fun out here, so lots of activities going on out here for the children. Lots of chances for them to meet meet animals, crabs and starfish and things like that. More information on the website, and also by phone if they wanted to phone us. Lots of places around have leaflets, so you can always pick up a leaflet.